in a Utah canyon straight out of a postcard.
It's beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Maggie Cambora and Ron Wardley are just getting to know each other.
It's all sinking in now. It hasn't sank in before.
A new friendship that almost didn't happen.
You go from being a healthy mom to
being on your deathbed. It sounds morbid, but it's true.
A mother of two and hairdresser from Illinois, Maggie was 38 when she was diagnosed with cancer.
It was a downward spiral, very, very quick. And the ER doctor, she came in and she's like, you know, we ran some tests and I saw blasts in your blood, in your bone marrow. She's like, and honey, I believe you have leukemia. And I looked at her and I'm like, what? I'm like, that's a childhood cancer.
Maggie was treated for acute myeloid leukemia, but after 3 rounds of chemo and 1 stem transplant, nothing worked. Her only hope, finding another stem donor that would hopefully be a better match.
And the doctors pretty much told my husband that there was nothing that they could do. And I remember laying on my side, just praying so hard that there was a donor out there that could save my life, because there's no way I could leave this planet.
And when that light finally came, what did it look like?
I think they said, we found a donor. We found a perfect donor. We found a 10 out of 10. His DNA is so close to yours, he could be your brother.
That transplant worked, and within days, Maggie's body accepted the stem cells, which began making new blood free of cancer. But as she started to heal, what Maggie wanted more than anything was to meet the person who saved her life.
Here we go.
Now, 19 months after that life-saving donation, Maggie is meeting that man for the very first time.
Right? Oh my God.
But how the lives of these two strangers became so intertwined is a miracle that began like any other day for Ron.
How did you get involved?
DKMS did a donor drive, and they were signing people up, which is just an easy cheek swab. And I have a close family friend that suffered and passed away from leukemia, so for me it wasn't a question in my mind to sign up. 3
years later, Ron got the call that he was a DNA match.
At first I was like, wow, you almost forgot that you registered, but at the same time it wasn't really a question or hesitation for me. Like, if I can help somebody, I will.
Through a process that extracts stem cells from a series of blood draws, Ron was able to donate 21 million cells that were immediately flown to Maggie 2,000 miles away.
What was it like seeing it?
What do you say to the person who saved your life besides thank you? It's the most selfless act you could ever. He's not only saved me, he saved my family.
There's no words that need to be said. Like, we just embraced and we both knew, you know.
And you just have that connection. And we're always going to have that connection for the rest of our lives.
I know you're a man of few words.
That's just because it's not about me. It's not my story. This is about Maggie.
But this is about you. You took the time to do it, and if you hadn't, I wouldn't be here. And my children, they wouldn't have a mom, and my husband wouldn't have a wife.
Any words?
I would do it again.
And you want to see how easy it is? Well, in the time that it took to watch that story, I've actually been doing the 3 cheek swabs that Ron was talking about there, needed to register to become a stem cell donor through the nonprofit. Ron used DKMS. It's very simple. You just rub it in your mouth for 3 minutes, 3 different swabs. It only takes a minute each swab, and then DKMS can test to see if I'm a DNA match for anyone in need. So inspiring to see that story. And as for Maggie, she's now been in remission for over a year thanks to that stem cell transplant. And actually, Ron donated so many stem cells that some are cryogenically frozen in case Maggie ever needs more. All you do is take this, put this in the envelope, and then send it on its way.
I can't believe how easy it is.
Yeah.
So good reminder.
Thank you, Gotti.
That was great.
Story.
It's a great way to start the week.
Ooh,
one small act, literally, one small act, saved a life.
Saved a life, not changed it, saved it. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.